Alright, I have not been here in a long time, and this is my favorite pond to fish. So we're just gonna relax today, catch some fish hopefully some big ones. I'm gonna do some graphing today. I want to see what the I don't need that. I know there's some interesting stuff out here, so I want to see what's hanging out. Either a bluegill or a gar, I think. I mean, it's just some sign of life. Last time I was here, nothing. This pond used to have like this real hard grass line. It came out a decent way, and then FWC, for whatever reason, felt that it was encroaching too much, and they cleared off the entire grass line. And you know, the fish for the most part were hanging onto that grass line, and it made them kind of easy to find. You come up here and just rock it, and once they cleared off that grass line, I don't think they cleaned out the muck like they should have, so they unintentionally created a pretty gross soft bottom. There's a bunch of floating debris for a while, and it didn't come back. The fishing has not been as good since, and to be honest, I haven't been back here in about a year. Hey, got one. It's actually decent fish too. All right. Oh, popped right out. That's not a bad one. All the fish in here are super dark in color. I'll take it. That gives me hope. Grab it right there. So really right now, what I gotta figure out, and he came off the pads, which makes sense. Look at this guy, man, he's black. What I gotta do now, how dark that fish is, crazy, is decide how far off the edge the fish are. Are they gonna be tucked up on these isolated pads like that little guy was? Are they gonna be up close to the hard line? That other guy, I'm pretty sure, was in amongst those reeds back there. Maybe the fish have settled into the pattern where they are going to be back up closer to the shore like they used to be, or hard line of cover, you know. But everything I've gotten so far is on a worm. It's like these pads over here, right? So I threw over there right next to the edge of them, not even in the middle, just let the bait sink. It's reading about 5 foot deep, but I'm guaranteeing that the majority of this underneath me is probably that silty crap from them digging up the edge. But I just threw on the edge, and then was resetting the GoPro to start a new clip, and I just watched the line peel off. So I was like, okay, there he goes. Got this gator over here. It's probably about 6 foot. Those are the Those are the ones that, in my opinion, are the ones you gotta watch out for. They aren't big enough to know that they are getting themselves into trouble. They're very bold sometimes. This one's just chilling on the pads. I think she thinks if I can't see her, I think she thinks if maybe she stays real still, hides in those pads, I won't be able to see her. I think the most I ever got out of this place, maybe 20 fish, and that's when this place was absolutely on fire. Took 4 hours and went around it twice. There we go. Finally got a topwater bite. It's a little guy, but it was cool. Another jet black little dude. That's 3. Which I'm pretty sure another one kicked off of here as soon as I drifted up in here. Saw that, right? It's a good fish too. It's a decent one. Oh, hang on. I was literally getting ready to lift that right up out of the water. He blasted it. Not bad. Skinny. This is a better fish. Could be wrong though, he's running. Maybe just a little guy. Oh, dang it. That was bad. Looks like because, now if it were up to me, I would say because that grass line is gone, pushed up on this isolated cover, so these pads are probably going to be money right now. There are fish moving in and out of the pads. I can see them as they're bumping the pads as they swim by. They're probably chasing bait fish. With it being as sunny as it is, I guarantee they're going to try to get under them a little bit later once that sun gets a little bit higher. Fishing the shaded sides, once we get into this corner, I think this corner will stay shaded for an extra hour or two before the sun gets up, and mostly because of the trees. It's been a while since I fished here, so I'm trying to remember exactly what the exact daylight patterns are and stuff on this lake. I've done pretty well up through here. I don't know how well the other side's gonna fish. It's been a hot minute since my last bite. About 20-30 minutes. Kind of got spoiled there for a second, hitting every patch and just catching one. That's not been the case up here. Hit the water. Oh, he came off. Don't know what that was. That could have been a... It's a bass. Skinny. I mean, they're not thin side to side, but vertically they're kind of thin. I thought I saw the pad shake over there when I threw in. Wound down and was swimming at me. And the fish, that might have been a gar. Hook set and nothing. It's either a gar or a little guy. Took my bait. Still looking for that one mondo. Oh, here we go. That's definitely a gar. Bit my line off. This section here used to be killer. The grass is almost out to where it was before, which is a nice thing. Fish should just pile up out here. I want to say that this was out a little bit further. I'm going to say there's some bushes here that I think they might have removed. It used to be there was a guy that used to fish this. I think he was just down here for work one summer, and it was just me and him fishing it. And I haven't seen him here since, but we'd be out here almost every weekend. And he and I both agree that there's something monster in this lake in terms of fish, because every now and then up on this end you just see, and it wasn't a gator. I know it wasn't a gator because I was there when it happened. You just see a giant explosion of water, like massive. But you wouldn't see a gator. There would be no gator there before, no gator there after. And we agree that it's got to be either just a monster bass, or more likely there's a monster gar in here, and or a giant bowfin. I've hooked into some big bowfin in here. So there's definitely some big fish in here. Oh, there we go. Another one of those cookie cutter size fish. This guy's probably under 15, 16 inch here. Not too bad. Not as dark as the other ones though. I just got one on a swim bait out of these pads. Not big, but he hit it pretty hard. Another dark looking dude. One thing I like to do if I know fish are in the pads is just take a swim bait, like a Zoom. I think it's called a swim fluke is what theirs is called. It's a Zoom swim bait essentially. I think the brand name for it's a swim fluke, or like a Gambler Easy or Big Easy, and put just on a belly weighted hook and drag it through the pads like this. That guy smashed it as soon as it came off the top of the pads up there. Unfortunately, I had the camera off. I knew he was going to come off, trying to keep the line tight on him. I didn't get a good hook set on him. It wasn't a giant, but still. There's the little one over here somewhere. Had to change out the battery in the camera. Off camera, but he smoked it. Future brute right there. I think we're beached on a log here if I remember. When they cleared this out, there's a bunch of tree roots down in here. I just spent the last probably minute and 30 seconds talking to a camera that was turned off. But yeah, I'm seeing a lot of good things. I think most of the junk here has kind of settled down from when they cleared out the sides. I think that the grass, growing back is also a good thing. And I'm looking forward to coming back here sometime in the future. I've got a lot of stuff the next few months, so maybe sometime in late fall, winter, hoping that the wind picks up just a little bit more, so we can get an actual topwater bite going on. Because I've been out here when it's like not gale force winds, but like 20-mile-an-hour winds, like gusts, and dude, the topwater was just insane. As illogical as that seems, like they would not stay off it. Caught my second biggest fish ever out here that day too. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep fishing. But I'm glad that this lake has shown some good signs of improvement from the last time I was here. I'm pretty happy about that. I was kind of worried that this was not going to be the fishery that it once was. Hopefully things keep improving, and this one little slice of paradise can continue to be an awesome little place. But with that being said, I'm going to fish for another hour or two. I'm going to make my rounds. If I catch anything else worth note, I'll put it in the video. I think we can leave it at that. So, gotta get ready for the Virginia game coming up, and I ordered a motor, but we'll talk about that later. All right, guys. Stay safe. I'll catch you in the next one. Oh, this is the best one of the day. It's not. I'm trying to get him in. Oh, came out. Calm down, calm down, calm down, calm down, calm down. That's not bad. He's not a giant. Still good fish, though.